mean, I love getting my hair cut, I really do, but just once I would like to leave and not look like a lesbian. Yeah. Like, I have to pay to look like that, it's shitty. I can, like, you know, I'll like mess it up a little bit, and it's like indie for 5 minutes, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm back on the fucking golf course with my advisor, my life partner, chipping to win the LPGA. Just sand trap. That's good, yeah. Title IX. Fair, equal rights, women in sports. Women in sports. There was one time in high school when I decided it would be funny for me to pretend to be the captain of the girls' basketball team. Because I'm a guy, and a guy wouldn't be captain of the girls' basketball team. But I didn't realize at the time that the joke was kind of on me. Yeah. But it's also weird if you get mistaken for Ellen DeGeneres and you're a guy. That's really fun and uncomfortable. Especially if it's in like a men's bathroom. Yeah. I don't know how to deal with that. Anyone here ever been mistaken for a man or a woman in a men's bathroom? No? Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Probably not. You're not here. Happened to me one time, this is the first time, and I'm like washing my hands, you know, washing my hands, just being a man, washing my hands. And an old guy walks in, and he like stops and looks right at me, and like looks at his feet, and walks back out, and opens the door, real boldly opens the door, and looks at the sign on the door that says men. And I know what the fuck he's doing, you know. So I'm there washing my hands, I'm trying to figure out a way to assert my manliness while washing my hands. I'm just like, so extra hot water, steam. Oh, could a woman take this much hot water? Huh? Oh, extra soap. No, oh, fuck this. I don't need a soap. No, men don't need soap. Towels, as many as I want. I can. Oh, would a woman take this many towels? I don't think so. Because her hands aren't this big. Because she's a woman. But it was more like. And then on the way out, I'm like, I'm gonna kick the trash can. I'm gonna let some anger out. I'm just fucking man. Yeah, you heard that, yeah. It's fucking Rubbermaid. It's hanging. But it wasn't even like that. It's more like beep. And then I put it back. Polite man. Hello, how are you? Yes. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, hey, the iPhone. Woo! How about this? The iPhone. Yeah. No, it's funny. It's not as funny when you say it that way. It's not as jazzy. Yeah. The iPhone is it broken in yet? Is it here? It's arrived, yeah. Now there's only like 6 people in the hallway at the workplace looking at it. Because, yeah, check it out. You can just do this. Check it out. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Oh, no, watch this. Yeah, Check it out. Buttered popcorn. You can't eat it, but it sure looks real, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, don't look at that one. See how easy that was? You didn't even see that. That's my wife. Yeah. That's a woman. Yeah, you can use it with your dick. Yeah. iPhone. The only way that thing could have possibly lived up to the amount of hype it had is if you could eat it and fuck it. You could like at the same time, you could like chew on it and it's all iPhone, I can fuck you at the same time, If I had a vagina, it would just be whoop, right in there. Walking around, stuck in there. You okay? Oh, I'm fine. You look different. Oh, I have an iPhone in my vagina. Feels great. Give me a call. That thing is like, you know, it took them like a year for it to come out. They announced it, but they waited a whole year. I think what I think happened is that Steve Jobs insisted upon coming a little bit on every single iPhone. Just a little drip drop of Steve Jobs on every iPhone. You're just sitting there in the factory. Beep, beep, beep. So, makes it really special that way. I think like you're gonna be, it's not like if you know someone who has one. What are you doing tonight? Oh, we're just gonna stay in. Me and the iPhone. Yeah, we're just gonna stay in. We downloaded a new Black Eyed Peas video. It's by our favorite director, Michel Gondry. We're just gonna hang out and watch the iPhone. Me and the iPhone. It's gonna be chill, really mellow. No big deal. Still, I'm gonna put it in my ass. Yeah. I went to Mexico for the first time like a week or two ago, and when I got back in town, I went back to work. And when I worked, they have like the guardhouse with the gate, and there's like this cool Mexican guard. We're cool. We talk a little bit, and I pull in. The guy's like, "Oh, where you been, man?" Actually, it was more like, "Hey, where you been, man?" And I was like, "Oh, what's Mexico?" I said, "Oh, where'd you go?" Like Rosarito. I said, "Oh, Rosarito. Did you have the tacos?" And I did. So I said, "Yes." And then, honest to God, with no irony, he turns his head and goes, "Yes!" "With the guacamole?" And I did. So I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, so good!" Just like so sincere. "Yes! Oh, those, oh!" And the weird thing was that was literally the highlight of the trip for me, with those tacos at this place. So I thought I found like a little special place. No, not at all. Everyone knows about this place in Rosarito to the point where it's like, yeah, it's like, yes! Yes! Oh! High five, tacos! What the guacamole? What the guacamole? What the guacamole? Oh, so good. You know those like websites that say like hot or not, or like rock star or bum kind of deal? I'm going to make my own, and it's going to be indie or retarded. And, yeah, well, it's kind of based on like a real thing. When I lived in Florida, my best friend lived in the same neighborhood as me, and he had this crush on this girl who he said lived in our neighborhood. So I'm like, "Steven, describe the girl." And he's like, "Oh, she's got like little pigtail on the side of her head, and like always wears like 4 or 5 like t-shirts layered, and her socks are always like mismatched and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, Steve, I've seen that girl staring at me in the corner. She lives in the group home down the street. She's retarded." And he was like, "Oh, I just thought she was like really indie." I'm like, "You know what? I guess she is. I guess she is both indie and retarded." So, I think I want to make like a group home for indie kids, and it would be like, you just have Sebadoh playing 24 hours a day, a little bit to spill in different rooms, and just shove crayons up everyone's ass and put paper on the floor. Everyone like dances and makes little drawings, and you just staple them at odd angles and slap some postage on it. You have a fucking zine factory. And since it's a group home, you wouldn't have to pay taxes, so there you go. Money in the bank. No big deal. Money in the fucking bank. But the good kind of money. It's independently made.